Welcome back to D&J React, where music sparks conversation. And in today's conversation, it's what nobody understands about Ken from SB19. This is like a whole docu-series basically on who was it? Josh, Stell, Pablo, and Ken, all created by Casual Chuck. So shout out to Casual Chuck, you're a legend. His storytelling, man, is really
amazing.
Good.
Yeah, I love it.
I've been really impressed by everything he's done so far.
Even the visuals, man, it's pretty cool how he edits.
Yeah.
That's where I want to get at some point in time, be able to edit like he does.
Guys, reach out to Casual Chuck. We're trying to do a collab with him, so push for us to do a collab with Casual Chuck. I feel like that would be dope.
It'd be really cool.
Anyways, I already said thank you to everybody.
Yeah, I think we're good, man. Let's get into this thing.
All right.
I'm ready to check it out.
If I didn't say thank you to everybody on GoFundMe and Patreon, thank you so much for all the love and support. With that being said, let's jump in.
Let's go.
Sino ang pinaka-spoiled sa grupo?
Sino ang makakalimutan? Hindi mong patapos na, nagkamali pa siya. Bakit na namin Ken? Bakit si Ken? Bakit si Ken?
Please stop it.
Ken is, in my opinion, the most successful idol in P-pop history. Most fans see him as someone who's living the life most of us can only dream of. But in reality, there's a lot more going on behind all the glitz and glamour. So in today's video, we will reveal the challenges he had to go through just to get where he is today. From being a scrawny kid who only ate instant noodles on his birthdays, to becoming the CEO of his own company. I know, Ken's story is like a definition of rags to...
That's what I was telling you. They like own their own company, so they don't have to answer to any labels or anything, which I think is freaking awesome. That's a smart way to go. Slower growth, it's way harder to make it when you do that, but if you can pull it off, the world's open to you.
Oh, absolutely.
You can move however you want.
Absolutely.
the riches. And the haters are not having it. He quickly became one of the most polarizing figures in the P-pop industry. But before we talk about all that, let's talk about his humble beginnings because it's straight up inspiring. It all started in Pagadian, Zamboanga del Sur. This is the countryside where Felipe John Suson was raised. His mom wanted to name him Kenji, but his grandpa Felipe insisted to name him Philip. He was the youngest member of a family that barely had anything financially. They were very poor that instead of a cake on his birthday, all he gets is a plate of instant noodles. Life was so hard that having fried chicken was heaven for him.
Us guys,
so it quickly
we'll just
became
take whatever we can get for our birthday.
Yeah, we're all pretty simple.
Even a thing of noodles, I'd be happy with.
Right?
his all-time favorite. Because of this, both of his parents had to go overseas to find better paying jobs to support the education of
Kuala
Ken
Lumpur?
and his older sister.
It might be.
He had to be taken under the care of his grandparents. He then grew up in a church and his grandpa was the pastor. He was just a scrawny kid who likes mathematics and discovered drawing as his first talent. So he went on to become an editorial cartoonist in school. Family gatherings in the Philippines always require a
That
karaoke
TV,
machine.
Right?
I haven't seen that.
And
TV
Ken's
in
extended
years.
family wasn't a stranger to that. He used to hide during these occasions because he was always asked to sing. I was told by some sources that Ken had a very good singing voice as a kid but lost his confidence when puberty hit because it gave him an ultra deep voice, which turned out to become one of his greatest assets in the future because of the dude named Pablo.
I never thought that.
It's crazy the kid that was hiding from singing is now a star.
Yeah, pop star.
And one of the best singers too, Stell.
Yeah.
He's always the dude sitting in the back of the wish bus.
Yeah.
Like that crazy high range.
Exactly.
May mga tao talaga makapag-appreciate ng voice ko. Kasi hindi ako ganoon ka confident sa voice ko. Kasi yung range ko mababa lang, tapos malalim yung boses ko. Ngayon, parang naging na-appreciate ko na yung boses ko dahil may mga tao na appreciate ko. Nice.
Anyway, his newfound love for music got him to learn his first musical instrument without anyone teaching him. So he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but later fixed it as he learned more. He was also active in sports, representing the school in regional
pretty good at
tournaments.
this.
He played some table tennis and sepak takraw as a spiker.
Wow.
For those who don't know, this position requires exceptional skills to perform
crazy.
explosive
Oh
jumps
my God,
to
you
block
see
and
that?
spike
The
the
like
ball.
backflip
The
kick.
teacher saw this as a potential that can translate into
insane.
good dancing, so he was offered to join the dance club for better grades. He was hesitant at first, but when he tried, you all know what happened next. Watching his early clips feels like he was born to dance. He was even hired by his school to choreograph some dance routines. He then moved to Cagayan de Oro to study architecture in college. He became a member of the dance crews called Excite, GA7, and Amigo 7. These last two crews were so good, in fact, Ken had a crewmate named Joshua who went on to become a member of a successful international idol group in the future called Z-Boys. They were beating everybody in the countryside, so there was no point in competing there anymore.
Z-Boys, new P-pop group that we can watch.
Yeah, we check them out.
I wonder if they're still going or
I don't know.
I don't know.
These guys will tell us though in the comments.
Yeah.
It was time for the big leagues. They got invited to join major K-pop dance competitions, and this was the first time when Ken met other SB19 would-be members. Not as brothers, but as enemies. In one particular contest, Josh and Stel's crew defeated Ken's because they already had a GOAT status in the industry at the time. Ken accepted defeat gracefully and even asked to be trained by Josh, which actually surprised him because he thought Ken was a show-off.
Kinausap niya po ako eh. Sabi niya sa akin, Idol Josh, gano'n mo tawag niya sa akin yun, Idol Josh. Pasali naman ako sa ano nyo, patraining naman ako sa grupo nyo. Kahit sa gilid lang ako.
But because of their distance, the training together never happened. Ken then went home to continue his studies. Fast forward to 2017, he received a message from Josh. It was an invite to audition for the 5th member spot of SB19. But there's one problem. Ken had no money, so Josh was like, no problem, I'll take care of it. Ken then told his grandma about stopping school to pursue it, and she was very hesitant because she thought it was a scam, and his parents overseas would have automatically said no. But Ken was so close to his grandma that he managed to convince her to go in secret. So our country boy took off to pursue his dreams.
That's awesome, dude.
He had
Yeah.
nothing with him except
That's
his
so
phone,
risky too,
his
like, to take
clothes,
that leap.
and a 1,500 peso pocket money. This time when he arrived at the airport, there was no crew. It was all him.
What?
So imagine how that must have felt. Anyway, he took a taxi to SBT Talent Camp, and of course, the drivers camped him. He had to pay 600 pesos for a supposedly
Wow.
150 peso trip.
Damn.
What a ripoff. Anyway, he finally met
That
Josh and
sucks.
the boys and started training with them for a year while crashing into a distant relative's house to rest up. He slept on the floor, not with a comforter, but a banig. Because if he
That's
didn't,
rough.
he would be
that's hard.
homeless.
It's like bamboo.
Ken had no
Yeah,
salary when
that
he
can't
was
be
still
comfortable.
training, so he moonlighted as a small-time model to survive. Which is an experience that would play a big role in his future. The dude was literally fighting for his dreams every single day. So here comes 2018 when they
Wow,
finally
that was
debuted,
impressive.
and though it was a rocky start, they gradually progressed to become the greatest peak pop group God has ever created. If you want to know more about their story as a group, check out the SB19 story series I made, linked down in the description.
By the way, we have that whole story series as well. If you want to see us react to that, go check it out. We got series 1 through 5 plus episode 0, which are those last two still
Yeah,
need to come out.
still
5
coming
and
out.
0.
Mhm.
Yeah, but go check that out.
You can also join the highest tier of our channel's membership if you're interested to be credited as one of the executive producers. So how did Ken become the most polarizing P-pop idol? Like, how is he either obsessively loved by fans or obsessively hated by bashers? Well, he has this persona of a badass dude who doesn't give a shit. And if you combine that with one of the many accusations thrown at him, then they got themselves a new P-pop villain in the making. But there's one thing in common between all those issues. They lack evidence. There are a few exceptions though, but you can't say a person is arrogant just because he looks cool and badass. The dude is even a softie. He tends to cry in interviews and emotional moments. His awkwardness as a kid is still there, and this TikTok clip says it all.
Me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. Do 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 Steve. 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 Do 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 Steve. Do 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 Steve. Do 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 Steve.
Also, you can't just call a person lazy just because you've seen a few clips of him sleeping. I mean, isn't it a result of him working too hard? Being an idol and running your own clothing company at the same time is no joke.
Oh, I didn't know
The
you had
dude
a
only
clothing
used to
company.
draw this aspiration, but now he made it happen.
That's pretty
He
cool.
managed to build a company
Look at
that
that.
sold out merch in just minutes. It's
No
insane.
way.
It's
Damn.
even rumored that his company is now worth more than $1 million. Whether it's true or not, it put an even bigger target on his back. And haters started coming up with even more ridiculous claims, like accusing him of copying 2 K-pop music videos just because they have a similar vibe. This was easily debunked though. If you want to check it out, I made a video about it, link down in the description. His main dancer position got also heavily criticized because of one single clip of him messing up on live TV. It was unfair in my opinion because Ken has always been consistent in his dance performances, yet the haters suddenly forgot about how good he really is. Ken never fired back. Or did he? So why does the poultry still exist and are still growing in numbers after all the bashing? Well, it's because he doesn't only have the alluring personality, but he also has the capability to back it up. Scratch that. Capabilities. What's crazy about Ken is that he has already shown us enough talent like his exceptional dancing and singing that is enough to fulfill a main vocal role.
Saan darating ang mga salita na nanggagaling sa aming dalawa? Kung lumisan
So much talent in the Philippines.
paano sana ika'y gumamit na hindi magkawala.
Sounds good. They're like in an echo chamber, right? Still sounds good.
Just acapella.
Yet he still has a lot of secrets. I'm telling you, man, this guy is a living anime character. Have you heard of an idol who is also a CEO? A dancer who is known for his aerial flips but never tells us that he can also breakdance.
Yeah, dude.
Get it, man.
A singer who writes and co-produces his own songs. A musician that plays guitar, keyboard, drums, and can even beatbox. A fashion influencer. A man who plays sports like basketball, billiards, volleyball, badminton, table tennis, boxing, and sepak takraw with decent proficiency.
Damn, dude.
A skater
I have that
boy,
many times.
an
No
artist,
idea.
a philanthropist.
Like, I don't understand where all the, like, even BTS, like, their stuff, they do so many different
I
things
know.
behind the scenes that they're good at as well. And I'm just like, where do you have the time to learn all of this
Well,
stuff?
think about like when you were lifting, like that's really all you dedicated all your time and effort to was that to excel at it. And then they've got like 50 other things they're good
I
at. Like,
know.
how do you get good at all those things?
I
Like,
have
where's
no
the time?
idea.
That's crazy.
Most especially, a man of faith. I initially thought that the Superior Sound brand was all about him, but I was quickly proven wrong when I found this Bible verse underneath his Bulan CD, Hebrews 1:5-14. The entire passage is lengthy, but it all boils down to Christ being the superior of all beings. I mean, all of us have different religions, some don't even have one, but I just respect people like him who stand firm behind their beliefs. As of today, Ken has established himself as an arguably the most successful P-pop idol and the richest among his co-members. And it's just the beginning. They're still on their way to introducing Filipino music to the world through the US as of the making of this video. And his group SB19 is
So, with that being said, they've obviously made it to the U.S. because here we are watching this.
Yeah.
And you're pretty good with stats, and you were looking at our YouTube stats the other day. Like for U.S. was number
It was-
one for
okay,
views,
so-
right?
Yeah, I wanted to tell you guys, for all the Filipinos who are on our channel now, you guys have taken the #1 spot for demographics and audience on our channel. It used to be 25 to 28% USA was the first people watching our channel, and then it was like Thailand, and then South Korea, and then Philippines was like 5th or 6th, and you guys have taken the number one spot
one.
now. And you guys are at, I think, 22 or 24%, and USA is at like 15% now. So you guys have almost double the audience than USA now.
That's
which is
incredible.
crazy.
Congratulations.
So congratulations on being
Yeah.
the #1 viewers on our channel now.
It's amazing.
Crazy.
Is the first one to ever do it. So what did we learn about Ken's story? For me, it was his persistence and willingness to take risks. Have you ever noticed that sometimes it's your loved ones that said no to your aspirations? Because, they care about you. They don't want you to fail and all that. Do you know how many people have had visions, ideas, and huge career moves that they were about to do, but they allowed the word no to stop them? For all I know, you might be one of those people. The difference with Ken is that he never gave the power to the word no. It was his own grandma who tried to stop him, but he continued. Yes, haters exist, but he didn't reject his own ideas just because they rejected his ideas. Haters hate because they feel small when your ideas start turning into reality. He once said in an interview that success is the best revenge, so he stopped killing them with kindness. To this day, Ken has been torturing them with success.
Pretty good, man.
Bro, Ken is an absolute animal, man. Especially like seeing the sports side. I didn't know.
I
Like
know.
you can see that they're obviously athletic, right?
Yeah,
From
they're
their
in
dance moves and stuff. But I mean, all the sports that they're also in and have learned, I guess, over the years. I don't know where they find the time between.
I don't know, man. It's
You
pretty
see-
incredible.
He produced his own music. He sings his own songs.
Clothing
like,
line.
Clothing line, yeah. Like all the
Everything.
sports. It's insane.
So much that he's into, and he's so good at everything.
Yeah, I'm excited actually to watch. Who do we got next? We got Pablo next, Stell, and then Josh next. So one will be released. I think these are coming out on Wednesdays, right?
Wednesdays, so
Yeah.
1 week at a time every Wednesday.
So I think this one will be on the 18th or the 27th, and then 1 week after that, all the new ones will come out.
Ken is 10/18, Pablo 10/25.
Now it'll be the 27th. This one will come out, and then the rest will be in November. So each Wednesday.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all the love and support from everybody from the Philippines. You guys have been so amazing on our channel.
Incredible.
Everybody in the comments has been so cool, so supportive, and I don't know, just brightens my day.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for more. Jump over to Patreon if you want to see bonus content, deleted scenes, long form, short form. We're giving away a week for free over there, so go binge watch all the content. With that being said, we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.